What's going on? Welcome to the video. Rico and I are on our way to the gym, Structure Personal Fitness, best gym in all of New York. We are going to do a Q&A during the workout. So in between exercises, actually I just put on my story a picture of Rico saying, please ask us questions for a YouTube Q&A. So we're going to go through, answer a bunch of the questions, and if it gets a good response, maybe we'll make this a regular thing. So we'll see you in the workout. What's going on, guys? Just finished deadlifting, and for the first question of this Q&A, what are my thoughts on sodium? Really good question. And so what you'll find a lot of people do is they sort of cherry pick their research to support their opinion. And in the realm of sodium, people will say that it's inherently bad for you, and a high sodium diet is inherently dangerous for you. And to support that notion, they'll take research that is epidemiological. They look at it across populations. And as you know, correlation does not imply causation. So when they're saying things like high sodium diets have been proven to have shorter lifespan, more metabolic syndrome, more heart disease, what they're looking at is a correlation across the population. It's not actually implying causation based on sodium intake alone. And when you look at the people who tend to be eating higher sodium diets, number one, those people tend to be eating sodium from processed foods. They tend to not be tracking their calorie intake. They tend to not necessarily be exercising. A lot of them are smoking. So it's impossible just to say based on this correlational data that sodium is the reason for these people dying earlier and not being healthy, when in reality, it's their entire lifestyle that isn't healthy. When we look at studies that solely look at the effect of sodium intake and health, we find that sodium is not inherently dangerous. It's more that your lifestyle as a whole. That being said, a higher sodium diet isn't something that you inherently want. You don't want your body to have a lot of extra sodium. It's very difficult to reduce sodium intake in a lot of instances. And what doctors have found and what research has found is that rather than saying, hey, eat less sodium, you can simply eat more potassium. That is one way to keep your sodium balance in check. So, and it's very simple. Bananas tend to be the most popular potassium-rich food. I think it was because Honey, I Shrunk the Kids or something, in which they ate the banana to help save him. There's a lot of foods that have high potassium. Sweet potatoes, spinach, avocado. There are so many foods. A quick Google search for high potassium foods will show you that one of the reasons why people who have an overall healthy diet and lifestyle don't have issues with sodium is because if you're eating a lot of fruits and vegetables, you're eating a lot of just general healthy foods, you're not gonna have an issue with sodium, okay? So don't worry about having some popcorn with some salt in it. Don't worry about having like some processed foods here and there. As long as your overall diet and lifestyle is in check, you're gonna be fine. Okay, next question. Do you drink milk? Yes. All right, next question. Did you kidnap Mike Vacanti? Yes, I did. Next question. Loved your 10K video challenge. Can you still progress if you have a cheat day weekly? If you really watched the video, you would know, as long as your calories are in check, you're fine. pineapples really belong on pizza? Of course they don't. Next question, how tall are you? I'm as tall as two of these. Next question, would you rather eat shit that tasted like chocolate or eat chocolate that tasted like shit? That is a very personal question. Boom. What is the difference between glute bridges and hip thrusts? Glute bridge, hip thrust. They work the same muscles, only difference is hip thrust, you're elevated and you get more range of motion. One isn't better or worse, one isn't good or bad. They're both great, they're both valid. Use them both in your training. What exercise are you doing? This, my friend, is called a glute ham raise. What does it do, you might ask? Well, it works on my glutes, it works on my hams, and it works on my raise. How do you get rid of bad mentalities like I ate a donut today and now I feel like my day is ruined? I would refer to this clip. You would know, as long as your calories are in check, you're fine. Next question, can women grow breasts with exercise or diet? Not that I'm aware of. I love Oreos. I can't stop eating them. Not a question, just airing my grievance. To you, my friend, you have my sincerest condolences. All right, almost finished the workout. I'm wrecked. Gonna finish up with a few more questions. Next one being, would it still be intermittent fasting if I drink greens at 4 a.m. and then nothing else until noon? LOL. What I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna link you in the description to my intermittent fasting video course. It's free, it's on YouTube. It will literally tell you everything you need to know about intermittent fasting. If you've not yet watched this video, link in the description. To my knowledge, most comprehensive, free course on intermittent fasting I've ever seen, so give it a watch. Can I still utilize the inner circle without a gym membership? The answer, absolutely you can. Granted, I think you'll find almost any program relatively more easy if you can go to a gym, or at least if you have equipment at home. But yes, the Inner Circle has bodyweight workouts, bodyweight workout manuals, dumbbell workouts, kettlebell workouts. We've got everything. All right, last question of the day, and this is a really good question. Is it better to do cardio before or after your strength training? Long story short, if we're gonna break it down to the most simple as possible, really doesn't matter for 99% of people. That being said, we're gonna get a little bit more specific. If you are doing low intensity cardio, walking, even jogging, swimming, biking on a lower intensity, your heart rate isn't getting too high, more longer duration, you can do it before or after, it doesn't matter. If, however, you are doing very high intensity cardio, sprinting, any type that's gonna jack your heart rate up, it's gonna take a lot out of you, not only physically, but also mentally and emotionally. Try and do it after your training. You don't want your cardio to impact your strength. That's most important. Strength is gonna come first in terms of priority. That being said, again, if it's lower intensity, walking, biking, whatever, it's probably not gonna get in the way too much. The higher intensity stuff, that's when it can become an issue. Now, I'm gonna contradict myself here. Let's say, for example, you have to get your HIIT in, you have to get in the cardio, you have to do the high intensity stuff based on your programming, whatever it is. And you know that if you wait until after your strength training session, and you know that you're not gonna do it because motivation, you're tired, whatever, you can do it before. Just keep in mind that it might impact your strength. So you sort of have to separate it based on your priority. If HIIT is your priority, if high intensity cardio is your priority, and you know you're not gonna do it after a full strength workout, do it first. If strength is your priority, which it is for me and the majority of basically everybody I work with, then cardio is gonna come after because strength is number one. At the end of the day, is it really gonna make a huge difference on your results? Probably not. If I was working with a very high level athlete, I can tell you right now, I'd put their high intensity cardio after and their lower intensity cardio either on rest days or before or after, really whatever worked best for them. But for the 99% of people, it really doesn't matter as long as you're getting in what you need to get in at the end of the day. With that said, that is it for this video. I hope you liked it. If you enjoyed this style Q&A during the workout, random questions, making it funny, let me know in the comments section. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you don't already. I'm gonna finish off with a little bit of cardio, kickstart this Airdyne bike. It's fucking brutal. If you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure you do. We're gonna put that right here. Love you, thank you so much. Have a good day.